If this is it, then we are going to get started. Thank you, everyone, and welcome to the second season of Survivor Quarantine Island.
Woo!
For those new to the game, I just want to say a very hearty thank you for diving on this experience. And for those returning, thank you for coming back so soon after a very turbulent first season. We are starting the second season, Survivor Quarantine All-Stars. You are all all-stars in my book, and we are going to start the biggest and longest season of Survivor to date. And we are going to start with more twists, more advantages, and just more aggressive gameplay overall. So before we get started, let's divide up into tribes. I am going to do a random draw, just so there's no blood on my hands, because I don't want people yelling at me. We have 3 groups. There are going to be 3 tribes of 5. I am going to run this simulation 5 times. And after 5 times, that's the tribe that you are going to be on for Survivor Quarantine All-Stars. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Your tribes, Quarantine All-Stars, are as follows. On the first tribe, we have Rob, Karen, Phil, Brian, and Emily. On the second tribe, we have Shannon, Ben, Claire, Becca, and Krista. And on the final tribe, we have Connor, Drew, Sammy, Sean, and Zach. Because this is All-Stars, and because we are paying homage to Survivor All-Stars, we will use the All-Star tribe names. Tribe 1 will be Saboga, and you will always wear yellow. So Rob, Karen, Phil, Brian, Emily, you're Saboga. Tribe 2, which is group 2, you will be Shapira. So Shannon, Ben, Claire, Becca, Krista wear red. And group 3, you are on Mogo Mogo, which is Connor, Drew, Sammy, Sean, and Zach. You will wear green. First impressions, Emily, you're on a tribe with people you played against and people you voted out last time. How do previous relationships from past seasons affect your gameplay going forward?
I think that at least I'm hoping a lot of us are operating under a clean slate here and thinking through, looking at how last season went and realizing that we're at the start of a game here and we need to be together at the start here, and whatever happened last season, I hope we can put it past us, because I definitely am gonna try.
Guy with the green wall behind him, kind of camera tilting up. What's your name?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, you.
I'm Connor.
Connor. So you're put on a tribe with people who have played before, who have relationships that go beyond this game. As a newbie, is it a little scary running into these kinds of like pro Quarantine Island Survivor players?
Yeah, no, it definitely is scary, I guess, that they've all played together before. I'm just glad I was able to watch last season and kind of get a gauge on how people play. And it's going to be nice to meet them and see what it's like to actually interact with them. But at the same time, there are some new players on my tribe, so I think it'll be an interesting dynamic.
Yeah. And Shannon, combine the fact that you have relationships outside the game, relationships with people you formed during the game last season. Is that an added layer of duplicity? Is there more layers to this game than ever before?
Well, Jeff, coming in as the previous Jeff, I was nervous it would be a target for me, because I certainly, I do know some people on the cast outside of the game, but I just have to hope everyone remembers that I did not actually play the game last season. So I don't really feel like I did form relationships with people because I was not allowed to speak to them other than just receiving their confessionals and talking to them in tribal council. So I am considering myself a new player, and I hope I can make some relationships this season.
All right, well, Like I said, this is Quarantine All-Stars. This is a season with lots of twists, lots of turns. So before we even jump into tribal immunity, we're going to have a little competition for an advantage in the game. Individual. So I'm about to share my screen. It will be a survivor word jumble. There will be 4 words you need to unscramble. Once unscrambled, there will be 1 letter in each word highlighted. You will then take those 4 highlighted words or 4 highlighted letters, unscramble that to reveal an item. The first person to bring me that item gets an advantage in the game. Survivors ready?
Mm-hmm.
I am sharing my screen now. Sammy has gotten herself an individual advantage in this game. Wow, took her barely any time at all. Sammy, what was the item you found?
A book.
It was a book. Congratulations. You have just won yourself an immunity idol that is good for the first 2 tribal councils. Let's spread that wealth around though. Pick 2 different people on the other 2 tribes to also earn an advantage in the game.
Do I have to decide now?
You have to decide now in front of everyone.
Okay. This is so much pressure. I wish I didn't win.
You've
guess,
established yourself as a threat. Now you have to own that.
Karen seems nice. She waved at me when you said her name, so I'll give it to her. And am I supposed to pick one in each tribe?
Yes, 1 for each tribe. So no one else in the Soboga tribe will get an advantage in the game. You are now moving on to Shapira, which is Shannon, Ben, Claire, Becca, and Krista.
Becca?
Okay, the 2 advantages have been given to Karen and Becca. I will DM you those on Discord, what you have earned. It may be the same as Sammy, it may be different. All right, now it is time for the Tribal Immunity Challenge. Since Survivor is a worldly game, it's a global game. You have to really know your surroundings. We are gonna play a team-based game of GeoGuessr. I will send a link to the chat. It is a website that will open up your browser. You will click World Map. You will each have 2 tries to explore Google Earth for 30 seconds. At the end of the 30 seconds, you will have to guess where in the world are you. The best score you get in those 2 tries will go to your tribe's score. At the end of the challenge, the tribe in first will win immunity. The tribe in second will be spared from tribal council, and the tribe in third will have a date with me Thursday for tribal council, where one of you will be voted out of Survivor Quarantine All-Stars. Soboga will be going first, and the first one up will be Rob.
Bring it on. I'm ready.
All right, share your screen with everyone.
Okay, looks like some kind of Mexican place to me. We've got la something, which la is feminine in Spanish. Another word for the. I don't see license plates. Cars look semi-American. I'm thinking Mexico, folks. The cloud coverage is slightly overcast.
You have 10 seconds left.
Well, how do I do this? Do I zoom in?
And then you click, and then you make
I'm guessing here.
All right, make your guess. You have earned 2,955 points for Soboga.
All right, let's go.
Next person up from the Shapira tribe is Shannon. Share your screen now.
Oh, cool. Okay, we're trees. We're the side of the highway. This looks American. That is an American speed limit sign for sure. We got a farm.
Already narrowed it down to what country? but it's a big country.
Yeah, that sucks. Okay.
You have 10 seconds.
This could literally be anywhere in the United States. Wait, where's North America? I don't know. This could be like back roads of Tennessee or something.
Wow, a whopping 3,209 points for Shapira.
Work, Shannon.
First person up for Mogo Mogo is Connor. Connor, share your screen. Definitely looking exotic. Does not look.
There's
like
no
there's
streets
even-
around here.
No roads, no streets. This looks like a walking path.
Is it sign? How much time do I have?
You have 20 seconds. You have 10 seconds to make a guess.
All right, it's not loading at all.
All right, you must make a guess. And comes out with the clutch 2,190 points. Congratulations to Connor. Next up
Thank you.
is Karen. Share your screen. Time starts now.
Somewhere coastal. Horo's Yachting Center. I can't
Very-
tell if that means it's. Oh wait, this is somewhere. This is Greece, right? Is that the Greece
Wow.
flag?
So lucky.
Okay, that's very lucky. Very lucky. Okay, now I gotta find Greece somewhere here on this map. Okay, somewhere near the coast.
You have to guess. Oh my God. Within 142 kilometers, Karen obliterates her pass score and gets 4,543. Congratulations to Karen.
Thank you. I think I got really lucky with that one.
All right, next up is Ben. And your time starts now. Another quick clicker.
Yikes. This looks like well, okay, all right, that's a pretty good
You
signal.
have 10 seconds to make a guess.
I'm going to say this is somewhere in the breadbasket of the United States.
Going with the
So
bread
let's
basket.
Call it Nebraska.
Gets close enough to earn 2,600 points. And we are moving back on to Saboga, where Phil will be going. All right, round two. Time has started.
Subway. It's a good thing they don't have the most locations in the entire world of any restaurant chain. Smokers Express. One of my frequent visits.
Coming up on 20 seconds now. Got to make a guess here soon.
All right. Well, Americans smoke a lot, so
Phil guesses the United States crushes his previous score, 2,723.
Way to go,
All right.
Phil.
Up next is Claire. Claire, please share your screen. Time has started now.
Okay. Let's see. This looks like we're in Europe because of these cars. What is this sign? Oh, but perhaps maybe not. That sign seems to be in English. Maybe in Canada?
Coming up on 20 seconds now.
Perhaps London? I think I'm gonna go with somewhere in the United Kingdom. Actually, I'm gonna go to Canada. Sorry.
She's going with Canada. You got to guess.
Oh, geez.
Oof.
oh,
It was
Never second
Europe.
doubt yourself.
Moving on, we have the winner of the individual challenge, Sammy. And you're already on the next one. Hold on. All right, time has started.
Becca, she gets
Maybe put do not disturb on if you're going to share screen, folks. You might be revealing some information. At 20 seconds now, you gotta make a guess.
Oh, God. What?
Come on, make a
Kilometers?
guess. You're at 25. You gotta guess.
No. Okay, well, that's what I'm going with. That's not really what I wanted.
22 points. We're going with the better score of 22 over 15. All right. Please stop sharing your screen. All right. Coming up next for Saboga is Brian. Brian, please share your screen and get ready to guess where you are in the world.
Yeah. Hey, the thing is
All right,
right
your timer started.
Okay, so driving on the right side of the road, United States, middle of nowhere, but it's looking like maybe Wyoming, Montana.
Desperate for anything. At
Literally
20 seconds, he has no luck yet.
Okay,
Gotta make a guess here in the next 5 seconds. I can tell you it's not ocean.
Go with
Gotta make a guess.
Montana.
Oh my goodness, and he's so close. It's actually Nebraska. It doesn't matter. 2,911 points. A stellar score. Another one for Saboga. Next up on Shapira, it is Becca. Becca, please share your screen and geo guess.
Yeah.
Timer starts right now.
All right. This is a very crummy. Oh, shit. We love the quality. Looks like America.
On 15 seconds.
Sounds good. Yeah. Ooh.
20 seconds. You have 10 seconds to make a guess.
All right. Sounds great.
Please don't be mad at me. I don't make the rules.
We're just going to guess Maine. We're going to do that.
Guessing Maine. Oh my God. So close. 3,948 is the score. Next person up is Sean for Mogo Mogo. Time starts now.
I feel significantly less good about this. My God. All right, well, whole lot of nothing. Oh, what is that? What is that? What is that?
You are coming up on 20 seconds.
Okay.
Got to make a guess here soon.
Yep. We're gonna go.
Gonna go with Canada.
We're gonna go with Quebec. Let's go.
Blows it out of the water.
Sean!
Yes! 4503. And then your third guess, you will mute yourself.
Okay.
Drew, you will need to guide him where he is in the world.
Okay, sounds good.
Time starts now.
Can you zoom in on the sign? Okay, I'm gonna looks American. We're at a mall.
You're at 20 seconds now. Got to make a guess here soon.
All right, just guess Kansas.
Goes with Kansas. Oh my gosh, a stellar 3,344. Mogo Mogo is back in this. We are entering our final round. Last person for Saboga. Emily, are you ready?
All
Time
right.
started.
All right. All right. This is a weird little corner here. All right.
The frustration visible on her teammates' face. They seem to know what's going on, but they can't tell because they ruined that for them. You're at 20 seconds.
I'm working on it, Tucker. I'm working on it. I'm going to go with somewhere over here.
Guess is in Russia.
Oh, yeah.
That 2 is erased. 4,199 is in its place.
Yeah.
Boom. Last for Shapira, it is Krista. Krista, are you ready to share your screen?
This should be really good and entertaining for everyone.
Again, oh, time started.
Sorry.
You don't need to be in first. You need to be in at least not third to avoid meeting with me Thursday night.
There are just so many context clues here. I can't even wrap my head around it. Literally, this is just so stupid. All right.
Krista getting mad at the challenge. You got to make a guess coming up.
Yeah, I know.
Got 5 seconds. Goes with West Virginia.
All right. That's not bad.
Yourself 2,146. This looks like a fight for who will avoid third place, and it is up to Zach. Zach, are you ready to share your screen?
Come on, Zach. Bring it home.
Yeah.
Starting as soon as I see the Earth. Starting
Perfect. Really good. All right. This looks Europe. Oh, wait. There was a sign.
now. He sees a sign.
Raikou and Sonlati.
Raikou and Sonlati. A dead giveaway if you know where this is.
Raikou.
You're at 20 seconds now.
Oh my God. All right. I'm gonna go like.
Got to make a guess here.
All right. I'm gonna go like here.
He's going in Ukraine.
Okay.
And he pulls out a 2,129. I will now tally up the results and reveal who came in first, who came in second, and who will be meeting with me Thursday night to send the first person from Survivor Quarantine All-Stars out of the game. All right. Are we ready? In first place, we have Saboga with 17,331.
Let's go.
All good.
In second place, we have Mogo with 12,188, beating out Shapira's 12,065, a mere 115-point difference between.
Let's
go,
Mogo.
So congratulations to Saboga. Congratulations to Mogo. You guys are safe. Thursday, Shapira, Shannon, Ben, Claire, Becca, Krista, one of you will be the first person voted out of Survivor Quarantine All-Stars. All right. Head back to camp. Good
All
night.
right. Good luck, Shakira. Day one's in the books, and we came out strong. Got the tribes all set up. Could not be happier with the situation. I got Phil, I got Emily, we've got Brian on the squad, and fortunately, there's only one possible threat in Karen, and she is vastly outnumbered. Now, Karen seems perfectly nice, wonderful young lady, quite charming actually, but here's the thing. I know that she's working for Claire. I know she's brewing something, and we've got to take her down. Now, thing is, we're just so darn good at winning, I don't think we're ever going to tribal. I mean, the stomping, the absolute domination that we exhibited in that first challenge, it's sending a message to the other squads. I'll tell you that much.
I am having mixed feelings about my tribe. On the one hand, I'm very glad I'm not with Sean again, because I think if we had been together at the beginning, we would have been in so much trouble. Not that I want to work with Sean again this season, not that I don't want to work with Sean again this season, but I think that we would have automatically been grouped together and it would have been bad from the beginning. On the other hand, I'm with Robert again, and don't know if he's still pissed at me for voting him out. I don't know if I can trust him. I'm hoping because Phil is there, we might have a mediator between the two of us, but I guess we'll see how this goes.
I ended up with Rob, Emily, Karen, and Brian. Frankly, I like it a lot. We destroyed the first challenge. We did really well, and we got our immunity, so we do not have to go to tribal council, which is huge.
The first immunity challenge, first win. Really wasn't much competition. Our members, our tribe just dominated from start to finish. It looked like watching sort of the 90s Bulls play. Everybody performed at just a top tier level. Yeah, you know, maybe myself or someone else didn't have necessarily the best round. We stepped it up the next round. You know, I think we're going to be the dominant tribe, the tribe to beat. You know, we have the intelligence, we have the physical strength, we have the stamina. You know, I think that this is just sort of the start of a Saboga dynasty.
Thankfully, my tribe pulled through that first challenge and we're not going to tribal this week, which is great. So I'm officially not going to be the first person voted out, which is awesome.
In regards to sort of first impressions, I definitely get the sense of sort of new school, old school sort of lines being drawn, people who played last game versus sort of newbies in this game. Even Jeff tonight asked a question of, are you nervous at all about playing with these people that played before? And the person that responded was like, yes, I'm nervous. And I was just like, what? I mean, watching last season, you see a weak person, a weak player, a soft player wipe the floor with a bunch of soft players. I think the newbies are going to come in, are going to play harder, faster, stronger, to the point where the old school people that played last game are going to needed that experience, needed that previous playthrough in order to, you know, prepare for this level, prepare for the extent at which we're going to play.
I agree, Ellie. That was a very exhausting day one of Survivor Quarantine Season 2. Man, quite a lot to unpack here. Let's start with how this whole thing kicked off, which was just like getting a gut punch after a gut punch after a slap in the face after another gut punch. So we start with the announcement that there will be 3 tribes of 5, which is not necessarily something that came as a surprise to me or to most of us.
This tribal division could not have gone better for me. I'm with Connor and Drew, who I've created an alliance with called Gains Before Brains or something. It'll be loyal. Drew has no one else to work with. He's a very disposable person that can go whenever.
Wow, so tribal placement could not have gone any better. I came into this game really knowing Zach and Drew, and we all got put in the same tribe, so I'm ecstatic about that.
The way the tribe shook out was interesting. I ended up with Zach, which I think is a very good thing. I think he and I understand that we need each other and we're gonna have to work together early and often to get anywhere in this game.
So, you know, no matter how you split it, I've got people.
My tribe seems pretty good, you know, it's just like 4 dudes and then there's me, so hopefully they're nice. Maybe I can work that to my advantage, I think.
The other 3 tribe members are a lot of question marks. We've got Sammy, who is one of Claire's friends. We've got Drew, who's one of Zach's friends. And we have Connor, one of Krista and Zach's friends. I am the old man in this group, which is so weird to me. I am 29 years old. I'm not that old, but in this group, boy, I feel like an outlier purely from an age standpoint. So that's interesting. So the tribes get sorted out, and then right off the bat, Tucker's like, all right, so you have your tribes, but you're gonna do a challenge for an individual immunity idol. And I'm like, okay, fine. Sammy figures it out so damn fast, I feel like I didn't have a chance to catch my breath. She unscrambled all those words so quickly. I think we have a puzzle beast in our midst and we didn't know about it coming in. And she ended up getting the immunity idol. And then was able to give an advantage to one other player on each of the other tribes. So who did she give advantages to? Who could it possibly be? She gave it to her friends Becca and Karen, which just proved in my mind that the Claire clan is definitely a thing.
Happy to be on Survivor Season 2. All-Stars apparently. Did not realize I was an All-Star. But I won the first challenge. I didn't mean to win the first challenge. I was planning on purposely losing it because I wanted to lay low. But I couldn't help myself, you know? I realized that there was going to be a competition and I had to win it. And it just went, I just don't even know what happened. I think I just like blacked out. I was like, I want to win this competition thing. I got it, I can do this. My dad was like really into word jumbles when I was growing up. And so I was like imagining him like looking over my shoulder, getting the word jumbles so much faster than me. And I was like, I have to win this. So, yeah, I accidentally won the first challenge, but at least I have immunity for now. I hope this doesn't make me a target in the future.
My only two really big concerns going into the season is one, Sammy seems to be in an alliance with Karen and Becca and Claire, and her winning immunity makes things a little bit difficult, so we got to figure out what to do with that.
Sammy has literally never seen a single episode of Survivor. Doesn't know anything about how the game is played. I had to tell her how her idol worked. She didn't know what it was. She hasn't seen any of this. She doesn't know any of the rules. She's just here, and that's great. I'm more than happy to like explain the game to her as we go along. I want her to like enjoy the process. But the fact that that's the person who got the idol and strengthened every other member of Claire's alliance in the game, it's just, just frustrating.
Now, I don't know if that's the first two tribals in the game, so the 15th person going home and the 14th person going home, or if it's her first two tribals. I'm gonna try to sell it to Sammy that it's the first two tribals, so if we don't go, she thinks that it's expired. Or she thinks that tomorrow night counts as one, and then she'll be forced to play it if we end up losing on Thursday. We'll see.
We won immunity, which is incredible. It's nice to not be the first person voted out.
I don't know how we clinched that victory last night. So in the first tribal immunity challenge, we had to basically prove our geography skills. And for the first 3 rounds, it seemed like we were dead in the water. I mean, I was so frustrated and super nervous about the fact that I was gonna be the last person to go on our tribe, so if it were close, I was gonna have to like really pull it out, and I'm terrible at geography. Somehow, we did it. 100 points was the difference between us going to tribal and us not.
The fact that we could pull off second place with one tribe member who was doing the challenge on her iPad and another tribe member whose laptop might as well have exploded trying to run Zoom and screen share and the challenge game at the same time. Man, if we can get our act together as a tribe, like I think we could really hold our own in any future challenge.
Again, really unsure about how this is gonna work because I don't fully understand the concept of Survivor. But I feel like I know a lot more now than I did before, so that's good.
So the game is very much on.
I'm feeling great.
So here's the breakdown of the tribe. We have me, Krista, my sister, which is awesome. We've got Ben, who I've been friends with for 15 years plus. And then we've got Claire, and we've got Becca. And I know that Claire and Becca are tight friends.
After we're marooned, Jeff, Cowboy Hat Edition, is like, hey everyone, we're gonna go right into a twist. An advantage is gonna be given out and you gotta do this word jumble. And like literally within like 0.2 seconds, Sammy, who I'm like, who even are you, gets it, and she is safe, or I guess she gets an immunity idol for the first 2 tribals that she goes to, which is like honestly way too like big of a deal, and like no one's really talking about it, which is so crazy. Anyway, so she gets to give 2 advantages out to people in other tribes, and she is like, oh, this is so hard. Do I have to choose right now? I don't even know who to give it to. And then gives it to her, you know, Becca, who's like her best friend, and then Karen, who's Claire's friend, who it's like out of literally every single person in the game, these are the 3 people that I do not want having advantages. So already off to a rough start.
Have no idea what this advantage is. Could be an idol, could be an extra vote, could be a steal a vote, could be 50-50 coin flip, could be so many things. Have no idea.
Then we get to the challenge, which is freaking GeoGuess, and I'm not gonna lie, my geography is it's not fresh. And we lose, and I'm just over here like, I've cursed the tribe, I went last, I have PTSD, it is Pagang Gang, Gong Gang, whatever, like losing streak all over again, and I'm just like, ugh.
Day after challenge 1, and I came down to the church across from my apartment to try and pray away whatever challenge curse has been put on me, so hopefully I can actually win one this season. Hope it works.
Get the tribal assignments, and quite literally the odd man out, stuck between 2 pairs of what seem like pretty strong players. So, you know, hoping for at least with 3 tribes, like a pretty slim odds of going to tribal in the first, or losing the first challenge. And just biff that right out of the gate. Lost the challenge.
Against all odds, feel a little bit okay about this because Krista and I have said we're not voting for each other, at least right now. She got voted out first last season, and I said, I will not do that to you this season. She has said, you created this whole thing for us last season. I will not do that to you first this season. Feel good about that. Ben has nowhere else to go but me. He doesn't know any of these other people. So Ben is coming to me like, save me. And I'm like, okay, great. So I've got that number. Claire is scared as shit. Sorry, is this a family show? Claire is scared AF. She calls me and Krista and she's like, you guys, please don't vote me out first. I know I'm a massive target. We need to work together. Like, please, 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 not me. So we have that going for us as well. So against all odds, I sort of feel like I might be okay.
So this morning, I'm in the process of disarming my tribe, making sure that they don't view me as a threat or that my head's not really in the game. I'm sending them photos of my dog. We're getting a conversation going about dogs, trying to get things not to be strategic, purely social. And then Jeff drops the first idol clue, and it sucks.
We had to take clues about movies that Tucker has watched during quarantine, 3 clues, and turn that into one of his 150 records from his vinyl collection. Like,
so our first movie was RoboCop, and I've come up with this. So, you know, the first thing when you see RoboCop, you think Kanye West. He has the song RoboCop off the album 808s and Heartbreaks. But in the 150 albums, 808s isn't on there. So College Dropout is a potential. What I'm thinking is most likely, just on the basis that this is the first clue, and it's probably very difficult because both of these things only lead to one thing. I'm thinking it's the Detroit connection. I don't think it's that. I think I'm gonna have Connor blow some of his guesses on this. Maybe Sean, I don't think he'll buy it though.
The idol challenge yesterday was ridiculous. I don't really understand it at all.
don't even care about the idol, just wanted to know what the answer was.
Let me just tell you something about idol hunts. They should be hard. They should be challenging. They should push you to the limits of your survivor capabilities. But this is just dumb. That is not possible. That's like a 1.5, I think, % chance of getting that right. Come on.
I mean, these 3 movies could not be more different. I've been commiserating with Sammy and Sean the past couple days, just airing our frustrations. They're pretty much out of guesses. I've told them I'm out of guesses. Drew isn't guessing. But ultimately, it doesn't matter because I actually did find the idol. And also shout out to production for making this quarantine motif so good. I mean, a bottle of Clorox wipes, it's genius. My initial intention with the idol was to tell nobody, but I wanted to solidify trust with Connor, so I told him about it. That way he thinks that we're a final 2. I honestly haven't decided what I want the end game to look like if I make it that far, but I just want to keep my options open. And I think it's better to shield this knowledge from Sean, because if he knows I have the idol, he will probably view me as too big of a threat, even if we're trying to do this whole lions versus hyenas shield protection sort of thing. So,
Do I have any other thoughts? No. I'm just mostly confused.
So I'm having a great time in season 2.
Well, the rumors of the Claire Alliance have proven to be true. Within minutes of getting our new tribes, there was an advantage, and Sammy won that advantage. With that, she got immunity and was also able to grant immunity to 2 other people on the other tribes. Great. I, being one of those people on another tribe, decided to very generously and politely extend my hand and say, hey, you know what? I would love to work with you. It would be great if you would extend this advantage to me. I will be a powerful ally, and I will watch your back, take care of you. Now, this offer was refused, rejected. I mean, she basically scoffed in my face, made me look a fool in front of everybody else, and quite frankly, I am flabbergasted. She has chosen to make a very dangerous enemy. Sammy, you had your chance. I came into this game wanting to build relationships and work with people, but you have proven to me you can't be trusted. And that's a shame, because now I'm going to have to drop the hammer.
What's further disturbing, I think, is that when we entered the game, there was an initial challenge where the winner gained an advantage. We don't know what that advantage is. It could be a hidden immunity idol. It could be, an extra vote, a steal a vote. It could be a walk out of tribal. It could be learn what the next challenge is. So we don't know what that is.
As for the other kind of half of this season with Claire and her little group of girls, which is very clear after last night's couple slip-ups by them, we are very worried about Karen. She got an advantage. In fact, all the advantages went to people that were connected to Claire somehow. So yeah, I would think that that's target number 1. We don't know what her advantage is, so there's going to be a little bit of hesitancy, but luckily we don't have to go to tribal tonight, or Thursday night, so we got a little bit more time to kind of maybe wheedle it out of her a little bit, or at least get to know her a little bit. So maybe if it is an advantage, I can work with her to have it come to my benefit instead of being used against me.
And I was given an advantage. this week by Sammy for the immunity idol, and unfortunately it did not help me much, and I was not able to find the idol. And I'm pretty sure someone on the team has already found it. I think it's Rob, but he's so ridiculous I honestly can't tell. He also weirdly accused me of being in a pre-existing alliance with a bunch of people, like in the first episode. So I don't really know how I feel about him, but
And then add to that, you know, we had to go through 150 albums of Tucker's favorite music. Well, who's gonna know Tucker's favorite music better than Tucker's girlfriend herself or Tucker's brother? So it really feels like the rest of us are kind of struggling with no advantages right now.
After that final clue that we received, you know, I went to work. The three films that we got were Eyes Wide Shut by Stanley Kubrick, Hard Day's Night, movie about the Beatles, and then Pink Flamingos, a 1970 film that I'm not super familiar with.
It'll be interesting given that this first idol is this random collection of albums that I have no connection with because I have no musical similarities with Jeff apart from maybe about 5 of the 150 albums. That being said, Brian being on our team could be a benefit for him because maybe he knows Tucker's brain a little bit better than we do, or Jeff's brain a little bit better than we do, but
instantly I'm trying to think of like what is the common connection. I really focus in on the Kubrick. Early throughout the day, I dig into some lyrics that possibly include him. This is his last film before he passes, and so I come across Frank Ocean's Channel Orange Novocaine, which features a very explicit reference to another song by Frank Ocean, Sierra Leone, that mentions John Lennon's lullabies. And so feel super confident. I haven't used any of my guesses. Feel like 90% sure that that's the one. Send it over to Tucker, get a no, and instantly, my head's like, that has to be it. There is not a whole lot else that could be connecting these 3 films. So obviously somebody in my tribe has it. And being a little emotional and being the first time I played, I instantly am just like, somebody has it. I go to my tribe, here's the evidence I have, somebody clearly has it, hopefully to just kind of, not necessarily blow it up, but just kind of get people thinking, hopefully, wanting to kind of just flush it out.
I started working with Emily and Rob. We knew each other previously to this game, and so it made sense for us to collaborate a little bit. What's interesting is that after the first clue, I texted our little group, the 3 of us that are all in the same tribe, and said, the orange one makes some sense to me because of Stanley Kubrick making The Clockwork Orange. And Rob went ahead and sent that in to be, checked as whether that is the answer. Well, crazy enough, he got a note to that. Fast forward to after 3 clues have been given, Brian posts in the group, in our Discord group, that surely somebody must have already gotten the idol because he submitted that. He had a full justification for why the Orange album by Frank Ocean, I forgot exactly what it's called, is indeed the right answer. And if he got it wrong, that means that somebody else must have already taken the idol, which is crazy. That either means that, and I also have seen messages by Emily, and she screenshotted and sent me, that she doesn't have it. So either Karen has it or that's not the answer, despite it having pretty solid justification. So I'm very confused about the idol.
Oh my gosh. Everything just changes so fast. Okay, where to even begin? First of all, there was an idol hunt today. It went absolutely horribly. I did not find it. There's a lot of people on the tribe claiming that they still have guesses left, so no one has owned up to finding it, to me at least at this point. I'm not sure if that's true. Maybe they really truly do still have guesses left. All that to say, I don't know where the idol is right now. I just know that it's not with me.
So, idols. What the actual FUDGE is going on with these idol clues? The 3 clues we got don't relate to each other at all, in my opinion. And honestly, I have been working my full-time job all day, so I haven't even had a chance to dive into it. So I am at a loss right now, and I am just hoping that I can hold my extra guess hostage so that people don't get more clues, and I'm just gonna let it ride for now because I'm so pissed off at how difficult that it has been made. So
I'm 95% sure Claire has the idol. She's not told me that, but I feel really, really certain that my 3rd guess was correct. And I was told by Jeff it was wrong. So I think someone has it. I know it's not Ben. And I'm pretty confident it's not Krista. So one of the 2 of them, Becca or Claire, has it. Probably Claire.
I know what you're thinking. Claire, I just saw you walk away from the water well with a weird bulge in your pants, and I don't know what it was. Well, let me tell you, baby. An immunity idol. Yeah, I found it. Found the first idol last season, too. And guess what? I made it to Final Tribal. So, I'm pretty freaking pumped. Because if anyone needs an idol in this season, it's the person with the biggest target on their back, aka me. I plan on only telling Becca because she was the one who gave me the clues early in order to find the idol, which was mapping out some serial killer's victims on a frickin' corkboard level of looking through Wikipedia pages. It was truly insane. I was at one point actually translating a verse from a French song in order to find a correlation with one of the other movies that was used as a clue. And the best part was, none of that mattered. It was completely useless to what the idol actually was. But it doesn't matter, because I found it. I'm not going to tell my alliance, I'm only going to tell Becca. And hopefully, I can actually use it correctly, and stay in this game for at least a couple votes.
Right now, there's currently kind of 2 plans going on. There's this plan with Claire and Becca, which is vote out Ben, big targets, me, Claire, stick together, we keep Krista, Becca, we do an all girls 4 thing, Ben's gone. Great, that's one plan. Krista and I are not really vibing with that.
Anyway, right now I am the swing in between my sister and Ben, who want, I believe, Claire out, and Claire and Becca, who want Ben out. Claire tells me that she doesn't want a Smith sister voted out, but I just don't even know if I can trust her at this point. I know that last season she played a really honest game, but I just don't know how she's playing this season. Also, she came to me and told me that Becca's advantage is that she gets an extra guess for the idol clue, but I don't really know whether to believe her or not. But I don't really know where my head's at right now. I think I would be really stupid not to get Claire out right now because she had a full game. She made it to Final 3. She won Immunity Idol. She really played an amazing full game last time. And no offense to her, but I just think, we should let other people have a chance to play. So I really hope that if she gets voted out, she understands. And she's brilliant. She's a huge player and a huge threat, and her social game is amazing. So I really hope that I can make a decision because I don't really have a lot of feelings about Ben. I just don't have a good read on him yet. So
Krista has suddenly gained a conscience and no longer wants to vote out Claire. She feels bad. She thinks that Claire's gonna be mad at her, and they're friends in real life, and she doesn't want to do it. The problem is, if we vote out Ben tomorrow and we lose the next challenge, what happens? Because now we have Becca and Claire and me and Krista. Are we going to rocks? Is Krista gonna flip on me and vote me out? Is Claire willing to vote out Becca? I don't know that she is. So it feels like if Ben goes and we lose, I could be in a lot of trouble. All right, so I just had a phone call with Claire, and I basically just wanted to straight up ask her, look, if we vote out Ben and we lose the next challenge, are you willing to vote out Becca? Or is it gonna become a 2-2 rock draw? Or are you gonna vote me out? Like, what is gonna happen? And she claims that she will vote out Becca. Do I believe her? No, not really. Does it matter? No, because all that matters is what Krista decides to do at Tribal Council tomorrow. Because Ben and I, with no idol, cannot make a move against Claire without Krista. So even if I vote with Ben for Claire, if Krista votes for Ben, it doesn't matter, it's all for nothing, and now Claire's just mad at me. So I literally am pretty powerless.
I really do not want to relive first vote from last season where girls vote turned into blindside on me. But to be honest, we have some really anxious people on this tribe, and I have no idea if they're going to actually go with the easy vote or if they're going to flip the last second, because they very well might. So at this point, I'm taking it minute by minute, second by second, and it's going to be a very long day.
One guy on the outside, maybe I can position myself as a bit of a swing vote, a little savvy, and no, seems like I'm an obvious easy get. So we're gonna see how this goes. You know, still working the phones, getting some conversations laid out there, but things are dire. If I wiggle out of this one, it's gonna be close.
I hope there are no hard feelings, Ben. I feel really bad voting anyone out, especially the first round. But I hope this gives you back a little more of your free time. Sorry, Ben.
I don't think I'm cut out for this. I just don't care that much to hurt people's feelings, and I'm thinking ahead, next vote, say we go to tribal again and it's us four, say we vote out Ben and it's us four girls, I can't write my sister's name down. I would really only want to vote for Becca because I made a promise to Claire too. So I feel like I would just sacrifice myself because I had a great time on the jury, and I just don't know if I could vote out my own family. So I don't know, I'm kind of over it.